One more. There we go. This is Dave from cheapwinefinder.com. And today we've got a cheap sparkling wine, cheap bubbles made in the traditional method, the Champenoise style of champagne. And it's from Aldi, and it costs $6.99. Which under, a few years ago, I would have been hesitant anyway to have bought it. But not anymore. There's two major ways to make sparkling wines, right? The Prosecco style, which is they ferment the wine once and they put it into huge pressurized tanks. And then they add yeast and sugar and one more again. Here it comes. Okay. And then they add a measured amount of sugar and yeast into that, and as the carbon dioxide gets released from the fermentation, the pressurized puts it back into the tank, into the wine. And that's the 19th century technology to get bubbles into wine. And it works. It's Prosecco. They sell like crazy. I like Prosecco. I like Charmat wines. It's pretty damn cool. But the traditional method, which is 16th century, is where they ferment the wine, pour it in the bottle. Each and every bottle gets a little bit of yeast and a little bit of sugar, and they cap it off. And then for the next, in Champagne, a year and a half, they turn the bottle every 2 days, a quarter turn, so the dead yeast doesn't stick to the wine. And then, with this, here comes one more. Here we go. Yeah. I think you're saying no way. Way. And, they do. So, like, here it's probably 9 months. And that no one says who's making this, how it's made, but that's how the traditional method works. And you turn it for, a quarter turn every couple of days for months. And then when it's done, you got to freeze the top of it because all that dead yeast is now basically gunk. And you got to freeze that so you can pull that out. And then you had to add some dosage, which is pre-made, pretty much the same bubbly. Pre-made bubbly you add to fill it up. And you can change the sweetness of it. You could add sweeter bubbly or, drier just here we go one more time. Yeah, way. And just to get, and then you have to, after you do that, get the yeast out, you got to, you pour it back up, you put the cap back on, and then you go another few months or maybe even longer just to age it again to get everything to settle down. It's a huge commitment to make traditional method sparkling wine. And when you see it for $6.99, it's like, wow, because no one really cares if their $6.99 sparkling wine is made in the Prosecco method or the Champagne method, well, other than me. Because, when it's $7, it's got bubbles in it and it tastes good. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's 16th century technology or if it's 19th century technology, it's all good. And this one is surprisingly good. I don't know what the grapes are, but it's got nice flavor. The acidity is on the... One more. Here we go. Way. And, the acidity is on the kind of like the edge of being a lot, but still balanced, but not so you even notice, and not that you have any right to complain because it's a $6.99 bubbly. I mean, what kind of crazy person complains about that? So, I just took a sip. It tastes great. It's $6.99, traditional method at Aldi. I mean, all these wines, at least in the Aldi in my neighborhood, is just a mess. You can't tell what's what. There's 3 of one, there's 47 of another. You might be able to have 6 Chardonnays and nothing else. But if you look and you try to find out what's in there, there's some pretty good stuff in there. I mean, I'm shocked. 1999 champagne from last year was, I think, my favorite wine of 2019. It was excellent. I mean, I'm still talking about it, and it's July. So there you go. And I think we got a couple of no ways coming up in a minute here. So adios. Keep it cheap. And I'll be talking to everybody in a couple of days. Bye-bye.